Welcome to Hood Champion Boxing and Sports. In boxing, you find a way to win or you find a way to lose. I'm about to go jogging, but I said let me drop this video real quick because I don't think some people really get it. Now, make sure you like and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter and leave that donation for whatever you want me to use the money for. Now look, man, hold your horses and let's stop taking it to the stupid. Gervonta Davis is not Floyd Mayweather. Stop it. Now, the thing about this, I saw somebody saying Floyd was a 5-division champion. Gervonta Davis could easily go become a 5-division champion. To that I say, in the most respectful way, is to hold your horses and let's not take it to the stupid. Gervonta Davis becoming a 5-division champion is not something that's on the cards for him. Can he do it? I mean, he's got the power, but I don't know. What do he have? 3 weight divisions under his belt right now? Y'all want this man to go at 5? So what y'all want him to do? You got 130, 135, 140. What you want him to go to 126? What you want to go to 147? 154? What do y'all want him to do? Now see the difference with him and Floyd, right? Floyd 5'7", 5'8". You know, even Floyd at 147. It wasn't easy for him. Now, what I mean is, he naturally, it should have been really, he's a smaller guy. Pacquiao's naturally a smaller guy, but these guys they had something different. Floyd had just the boxing skills, the speed, and he had respectable power. And at 154, Floyd went up and he picked up a strap there, but you saw Floyd didn't hang around at 154. He picked and chose the fighters he wanted to fight, but at 147, he destroyed everybody. Okay, simple. But he had the frame to actually go into those weights. But he was very smart what he did at 154. Now, to come out here and look at Gervonta Davis. Now, who has more power, Floyd or Gervonta? Look, I think there's no argument that, at least from the eye test, seems to me that Gervonta has more power because he can knock you out cold with one punch. Floyd was more, systematically break you down, hit you, hurt you, could buzz you, but not the one-hitter quitter. So you got to say Gervonta Davis, no matter what weight class he fights in, he always has a puncher's chance. But the difference is the reach. Gervonta Davis, 67-something inch reach. Floyd's reach is like 74 inches. That's a big difference. That's why Floyd was able to get to a lot of, he was already a boxer. He had speed. He can get to you with his jab. He can get to you with that lead right hand, get underneath it, roll out, and then bing you. You see, 2 different styles, man. I'm not saying Gervonta can't box. Gervonta can box. Gervonta can fight. Gervonta is very smart in that ring. But stop trying to force something here. Now, I'll tell you this. If Gervonta bubbled up to 147 and he fought Brian Norman Jr. and he beat him, right? How much credit would Gervonta Davis get for clipping Brian Norman Jr.? That's my question. How much credit does he get for clipping a guy like Brian Norman Jr.? See, that's one fight, and then he'll bubble back down, draw back down, because he already said, "Look, man, I'm a 135-pound fighter. There's weight classes for a reason. Like Gervonta is not delusional. Does he have 147 power? Yeah. Does he have the power at 154? Maybe. But to come and think that he's going to be able to just become a champion in 5 different weight divisions and dominate people the way Floyd did, I just think that's absurd, and that's an irresponsible statement. Now, you take a look at what he's doing. Now, this is why I think, remember, it's my opinion, why some people are comparing him to Floyd Mayweather and saying, you know what, he should bubble up a couple weight divisions and try to become a 5-division champion. It's because they see him kind of picking and choosing his opponents. Let me tell you something. What these guys are doing right now in boxing, and Gervonta is one of them, is they want to pick and choose their opponents like Floyd Mayweather. But they're not fighting all of the champions like Floyd Mayweather fought. If you look at Floyd Mayweather's accomplishments, his accomplishments overshadow everybody's in boxing. That's crazy. So no kidding, Floyd Mayweather, no kidding, got himself into a position with that big contract with Showtime to where he had to give so many fights to where he was like, all right, I'm going to fight this guy, I'm going to fight this guy. But Floyd didn't fight bums and tomato cans. Everyone he fought, we knew who they were. He wasn't into just fighting guys we didn't know who they were. He was fighting champions, ex-champions. Floyd was in here clipping everybody. But again, at 147, I think was a sweet spot for Floyd because he had the frame and he had the skills to do it. I think Gervonta has the power. I don't know if he has the frame. I don't know if he has the skills to get at 147 and dominate. I know it would be interesting to see him at 147 because he's that good of a fighter. But I don't think Gervonta, I don't care how good of a chin any fighter has, can allow a guy like Boots to tee off on him. What's his name? Stanley Eunice to tee off on him. I just don't think you can allow that. Because if you watch Gervonta, he will get hit. He's not afraid of getting hit. That's why people love him. He fights. Gervonta isn't a guy in there trying to be cute. He fights, and when he starts to step to you, he's coming with bad intentions. I just think there's a threshold, and fans need to understand that. The other thing when it comes to Floyd and Gervonta, look, Floyd likes being out there. Floyd likes being the center of attention. Floyd enjoyed all that. You see him on Dancing with the Stars? Man out there in some tight-ass black slacks. Looking crazy and shit. Strobe light hitting that bald head all funny. That's what Floyd likes. That's his personality. He likes to be the center of attention. He likes to be out there showing off his money. He likes to be that guy. Even now, in retirement, doing the exhibitions, he still desires the attention, desires the limelight. Like, he can't function without it. You look at Gervonta, he don't seem to really care about it. Gervonta don't really seem to care about it. You know, he knows he's going to get some attention, but that he doesn't seek it out. I haven't seen Gervonta doing anything out the way to get attention. It's like when the camera shows up, Floyd gets loud. When the camera shows up, Gervonta gets quiet. That's not him. So trying to draw, you know, similarities between the two, I'm watching, I'm like, they're both great fighters, but I just think Floyd is Floyd and Gervonta is Gervonta. I do. Somebody else was saying, well, Gervonta brings people up in weight to fight him, or he brings people down in weight to fight him. Floyd did the same thing. Floyd didn't do the same thing. Y'all got to stop this bullshit. Floyd whipped everybody's ass. Talking about Floyd, man. Y'all got to stop. Stop it. Hold your horses. Floyd was whipping everyone's ass. And I don't understand why people just don't get that man any goddamn talk, man. I mean, any goddamn credit. All they do is talk shit about him. But one thing I will say is when it comes to Gervonta Davis, right? And when it comes to Tank, to Floyd, I've heard multiple stories about Floyd getting his ass whipped in the gym. But then Floyd would say, it's good if you're the champion of sparring. It's good if you're the sparring champion, but on those bright lights, what can you do? And under the bright lights, Floyd always shined. Now with Gervonta, you always hear the stories of him terrorizing people in sparring, right? And under the bright lights, he shines, but I'm not so sure if let's say prime Gervonta and prime Floyd Mayweather, if the two of them fought, I got Floyd eating them alive. Eating them alive. So stop all this stuff about Floyd and Gervonta and Gervonta being Floyd Mayweather, man. Y'all gotta stop it, man. I think right now it's because of the dynamics of boxing, the money situation, you know, and these guys wanting to fight once a year, once every 10 months. Even Floyd was fighting more than that. I just think it's unfair to try to sit here and compare the two and to try to say Gervonta can be Mayweather, will exceed Mayweather. Maybe in financial earnings from boxing, maybe he will earn more money. But you got to attribute a lot of that to Floyd Mayweather and Floyd Mayweather bringing him into the sport and as in the professional ranks and helping to grow his brand. But I think at the end of the day, when he can already look and see Gervonta's nowhere near where Floyd was as far as accolades, money wise, where Floyd was in his career, maybe, but times are different. But as far as accolades, he's nowhere near where Floyd was at the same point in his career. Anyway, man, some people think boxing is crap, only the heavyweights are fighting. But I do believe that Floyd Mayweather, I think he took more risk than Gervonta Davis. But Floyd will also tell you it doesn't make sense to come out here, get into high risk fights. Just because I did it doesn't mean you guys have to do it. It's all about making the most money. Smart business decisions. So just chill, fight the fights that aren't going to be that much of a risk, but where you make all the money. And I don't disagree with that. But I do understand, like I said in the video last night, fight those fights for the titles, but give us some fillers. And that's one thing. Floyd did that. But Gervonta, he ain't Floyd, man. And if he was, I think Gervonta, he wouldn't be fighting Lamont Roach. He wouldn't be fighting him. He would have already tried to get at Devin Haney, especially like the climates today. He would have clipped all them champions. Floyd was clipping champion after champion after champion. Gervonta would have been doing the same thing. But, he kind of marches to the beat of his own drum, and he's going to be allowed to keep doing it because he's one of the cash cows in boxing, so it is what it is. Anyway, man, y'all keep cool. Shout out to the veterans, all 7 continents. I would like to see Tank fight Valenzuela. I would like to see him rematch Ryan, but I want to see him fight Haney. I want to see him fight Shakur Stevenson. I ain't really worried about Loma, but Loma has a belt. Fight him. I tell you what, Floyd would already fought most of them dudes already. So anyway, y'all keep cool. Shout out to the veterans, all 7 continents. In the breeze.